Have you ever wondered if one simple drink could actually help your heart relax, lower stress inside your arteries, and support healthier blood pressure naturally? Because for the next 7 days, I decided to test one of the most talked about natural remedies in the world of heart health, hibiscus tea. Not pills, not expensive supplements, just a deep red herbal tea made from a flower people have used for centuries. And what happened shocked me. By the end of this video, you'll understand why scientists are studying hibiscus for blood pressure support, how its powerful plant compounds affect the arteries, and how a simple daily ritual may help your cardiovascular system work more efficiently. But there's something important you need to know first. High blood pressure is often called the silent killer because most people don't even feel it happening. No pain, no warning signs, no obvious symptoms. Meanwhile, excessive pressure continues pushing against artery walls day after day, forcing the heart to work harder and harder. Over time, that pressure can damage blood vessels, weaken the heart, reduce circulation, and increase the risk of heart attacks, strokes, kidney disease, and cognitive decline. And despite millions taking medications every day, blood pressure problems continue rising worldwide. Why? Because modern lifestyles are creating the perfect storm for hypertension. Too much sodium, too little movement, poor sleep, constant stress, inflammation, ultra-processed foods, dehydration. All of these slowly stiffen the arteries and disrupt the body's natural pressure-regulating systems. That's where hibiscus becomes fascinating, because this bright crimson flower contains natural compounds called anthocyanins and polyphenols, the same antioxidant pigments that give berries their deep colors. And researchers discovered these compounds may help support healthy blood vessel function in several powerful ways. Some studies suggest hibiscus may help the arteries relax and widen more easily. Others show it may support nitric oxide production, helping blood flow move more efficiently through the body. And perhaps most interesting of all, certain hibiscus compounds appear to act similarly to mild ACE inhibitors. Now, if you've heard of ACE inhibitors before, you probably know they're commonly used in blood pressure medications. The ACE system influences how tightly blood vessels constrict. When arteries stay too narrow, blood pressure rises. But when blood vessels relax and open slightly wider, pressure inside the system can decrease naturally. That's why scientists became so interested in hibiscus tea. Not because it's magic, but because it may help support the body's own vascular balance naturally. So I decided to try something simple. For 7 days straight, I drank hibiscus tea twice daily. 1 cup in the morning, 1 cup in the evening. No sugar, no artificial sweeteners, and I tracked everything: energy levels, sleep quality, hydration, circulation, and most importantly, blood pressure readings. But before we get into what happened, let's talk about what makes hibiscus tea different from ordinary herbal teas, because this flower is loaded with biologically active compounds. Anthocyanins help fight oxidative stress inside blood vessels. Polyphenols support circulation and reduce inflammatory stress. Natural plant acids may assist fluid balance, and hibiscus also acts as a mild diuretic, meaning it may help the body release excess sodium and water. That matters because excess sodium increases pressure inside the vascular system. Imagine your arteries like garden hoses. The more fluid pressure packed into tight vessels, the harder everything works. But if the body releases some of that excess fluid, while the vessels themselves become more flexible, pressure can ease naturally. This is one reason hibiscus became popular in traditional medicine across Africa, Asia, the Caribbean, and the Middle East long before modern wellness trends discovered it. People drank it for circulation, cooling the body, supporting the heart, and promoting overall vitality. Now let's talk about day 1. The taste was stronger than I expected. Tart, cranberry-like, slightly floral, and honestly, refreshing. Within the first few hours, the biggest thing I noticed was hydration. Hibiscus tea encouraged me to drink more fluids throughout the day, which alone can support healthier circulation. Many people don't realize dehydration can actually make blood pressure regulation harder. When the body lacks fluids, circulation efficiency changes and stress hormones can increase. So hydration itself matters more than most people think. By day 2, something else became noticeable. Less heaviness, especially after meals. That could be connected to the tea's antioxidant properties supporting blood vessel flexibility and circulation. Now, to be clear, this wasn't some overnight miracle, and nobody should expect instant dramatic results from 1 cup of tea, but subtle changes started adding up. By day 3, the evening readings became especially interesting. The numbers weren't wildly different, but they were gradually moving in a healthier direction. And more importantly, consistency was improving. Because blood pressure isn't only about one single number, it's also about stability. Large fluctuations can place extra stress on the cardiovascular system. This is why supporting vascular relaxation matters so much. Around day 4, sleep quality improved noticeably. Now this surprised me, but there may actually be a physiological explanation. When circulation improves and the nervous system becomes calmer, some people experience deeper relaxation at night. Stress hormones like cortisol can heavily influence blood pressure, and chronic stress keeps the body trapped in a constant fight or flight state. That tension affects the arteries directly. Think about how your body reacts during anxiety. Heart rate rises, muscles tighten, pressure increases. Now imagine that happening every day for years. That's what chronic stress can do to the cardiovascular system. Certain herbal compounds in hibiscus may help promote a more relaxed internal environment, which could indirectly support healthier blood pressure patterns. Again, not magic, just physiology. By day 5, the biggest difference was how my body felt overall. Less sluggish, less tension, more balanced, and this may connect to improved endothelial function. The endothelium is the inner lining of blood vessels. When it's healthy, arteries expand and contract more effectively. But inflammation, poor diet, smoking, stress, and excess sugar can damage this delicate lining over time. Research suggests antioxidant-rich foods and beverages may help protect endothelial health. And hibiscus happens to be packed with antioxidants. In fact, its antioxidant activity is one reason researchers continue studying it so heavily today. Now, here's where things become really important. Many people think blood pressure problems happen suddenly, but vascular damage usually develops slowly over years. Tiny stresses repeated daily, poor sleep, high sodium, constant stress, inflammation, lack of movement. The body keeps adapting until eventually it can't compensate anymore. That's why small daily rituals matter. Not because one tea fixes everything, but because consistent supportive habits can change the internal environment little by little. And that's exactly what this 7-day experiment highlighted. By day 6, the readings showed the clearest improvement yet. Not perfect, not dramatic Hollywood-style transformation, but enough to notice, especially combined with better hydration, calmer evenings, and reduced bloating. And there's another reason hibiscus may help some people: potassium balance. Many modern diets overload sodium while lacking potassium-rich foods. Potassium helps counterbalance sodium's effects on blood pressure. While hibiscus tea itself isn't a massive potassium source, healthier hydration habits often encourage better overall mineral balance throughout the day. And when sodium balance improves, blood vessels experience less strain. Finally came day 7. The final readings were lower than the starting point. But the biggest takeaway wasn't just the numbers. It was the overall feeling of reduced internal tension, more stable energy, better hydration, calmer evenings, and improved awareness of cardiovascular health. Because here's the truth most people ignore. There is no single miracle solution for high blood pressure. Real cardiovascular health comes from stacking supportive habits together: better sleep, lower stress, movement, hydration, whole foods, and consistent, healthy routines. Hibiscus tea may simply become one useful tool within that bigger picture. Now, if you decide to try hibiscus tea yourself, there are a few important things to remember. First, consistency matters more than intensity. One cup won't change your life overnight, but daily habits influence the body over time. Second, avoid loading it with sugar. Adding excessive sweeteners defeats many of the metabolic benefits. Third, quality matters. Choose pure hibiscus tea without unnecessary additives whenever possible. And most importantly, never stop prescribed blood pressure medication without speaking to your doctor. Natural remedies can support health, but they should be approached responsibly, especially because hibiscus may interact with certain medications or lower blood pressure too much in some individuals. Now let's quickly break down the science one more time. Hibiscus contains anthocyanins and polyphenols that help combat oxidative stress. It may support nitric oxide production and blood vessel relaxation. Certain compounds appear to influence ACE activity linked to vascular constriction. Its mild diuretic effect may help reduce excess sodium and fluid retention, and its antioxidant profile may help support endothelial function and circulation. All of these mechanisms together create an environment that may support healthier blood pressure naturally. And honestly, that's what makes hibiscus so fascinating. Not because it's trendy, but because modern science is beginning to validate what traditional cultures understood for generations. Sometimes powerful health support can come from surprisingly simple sources. One flower, one daily ritual, one small habit repeated consistently. So if you've been searching for a natural way to support your heart, circulation, and blood pressure, hibiscus tea might be worth exploring. And if you try the 7-day challenge yourself, pay attention not only to the numbers, but also to how your body feels. Because sometimes the earliest signs of improvement aren't dramatic, they're subtle. Calmer mornings, better sleep, less tension, steadier energy. And over time, those small shifts can become something much bigger. If you enjoyed this video, subscribe to Vital Theory HQ for more science-backed natural health content designed to help you support your body naturally. And tell me in the comments, have you ever tried hibiscus tea before?